Running Money-Making Ads, The Three Parts of a Successful Ad by Jim Edwards. Now, the first part of actually running a successful ad is not writing the ad, but understanding who your audience is and more specifically what their problems and desires are. Now, when you actually create the ad, you got to target either a problem or a desire in order to grab their attention. My advice is that you start with a problem, because people will do a lot more to keep problems from sidelining them than they will to actually take action on their desires. The second part is the actual ad copy itself. And again, if you really understand somebody's problem or their desire, then actually writing the ad is not that tough if you use templates. Then the third part is the actual offer. It's where you send them with the ad. Now, this is pretty standard stuff. I'm sure you probably heard this before. But where the secret sauce comes in, or where the difference between mediocre or crappy results and stupendous results comes in the in-between areas. What do I mean? Well, where audience and ad intersect, the magic sauce or the secret sauce is really the angle that you use in your ad. So, for example, let's say I was selling a product on how to sell your house yourself or sell a house yourself. If my audience was first-time home sellers or somebody was just, Joe Sixpack, my angle would be, hey, I was just like you. My back was up against a wall, and here's what I did to sell my house. As opposed to if I was selling basically the exact same information to somebody who was a professional investor who wanted to start marketing their own properties, I'd talk about the checklists and the things that were important for somebody who was doing this as a business. So I'd approach it from a very different angle. Then if you look where ad and offer intersect, that's where the ad type is going to have an impact on your results. And what I mean by that is that the smaller the ad that you run, the more that you're going to have to explain in the actual offer. As opposed to some ad types, you can actually do some pre-selling, or you can set people's minds more, and so you can do your offer a little bit differently. And then where offer and audience intersect, that's where you constantly have to test and tweak. And I remember years ago I had a student who had a working offer, and we got that offer to work really fast. It was an ebook on how to potty train a dog. And we actually got that thing so it was breaking even within a couple days. He was whining about the fact that he was breaking even, and I was excited because he didn't understand if we could break even, as soon as we started testing and tweaking, we'd be able to start really cashing in and making money. And once you get all of these things balanced, the sweet spot in the middle where you have audience, angle, ad type, offer, and you're testing and tweaking all really working. That's where the money is, that's where the subscribers are, and that's really where the freedom is. So you're not going to get rich with the first ad you ever run. But when you understand that this is a process of moving from audience to ad to offer and back to audience and just repeating the cycle over and over and over to look for the best ads and the best offers, then you understand what a success principle this is. Do you want more? Well, check out webinarking.com, where we have a free live webinar every single week on topics that matter from people who know what the hell they're talking about. Why don't you join us? webinarking.com.